Hi, I'm Maurice Benisty. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer at Demica, and I'm going to attempt to do supply chain finance in 60 seconds. I think the biggest news for the industry is really the continued deterioration of the outlook for economic growth across the world. So, as the news flow comes out, it gets worse and expectation for recession increases. Look, it really depends on which industries you're talking about. So there are some industries that have recorded bumper profits as a result of what's taking place in the world today. Energy, we're looking at a transaction at the moment that's seeing a spectacular increase in profitability, but also a marked increase in the requirement for capital to fund that growth. So that's one end of the spectrum. But on the other end of the spectrum, we're seeing the need to reshore certain corporate activities from a procurement perspective, driving the need to support the supply chain and to use payables finance as a mechanism to do that in emerging markets in one instance. So it really does depend, and it also depends on the geography. I'd say North America, the most pessimistic, perhaps Europe, the most vulnerable. And in Asia, you have a huge amount going on with the resurgence of COVID in China. So just a huge amount of uncertainty, and it's different in different places, but none of it's particularly good. So look, as our benchmark report that we released a couple of months back showed robust outlooks for trade finance and supply chain finance across banks. So the desire for banks to invest in the product is increasing. And in some ways, this is a counter-cyclical product. So as credit conditions get tighter, demand for the product increases and inflation drives volume. So we're not seeing anything slow down in terms of banks' decisions to invest in their products, invest in their teams, and continue procurement processes that have been running for a very long time. So that's on the bank technology side. On corporates, we're seeing an increase in inbound volume. We're seeing an increase in requests from companies who, for the reasons I've talked about, liquidity has become more of a priority, and ways to access that liquidity has become, has edged its way up on the priority scale of corporate treasurers.